3 magical ways to instantly raise your vibration. I'm going to be giving you each and every one of the things that I have found, or at least 3 of the most potent things I have found that help me raise my vibration in the moment. So not over time, but within a minute, maybe even less, get that energy up, get that vibration up. And you can use any one of these, use all of them, whichever one speaks to you in the moment. That's coming up next. Hi there, welcome everyone to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Dave and this is HeartSpace, as the channel name suggests. And on this channel, we create videos to help you raise your consciousness, essentially, to align more with what you truly are, to unearth your true co-creative powers and align more to that. Now, before we get started, if you haven't already, check out my free guided higher self meditation, which is going to help you do everything I just said. It's going to help you with raising your vibration like really quickly as well. It's an amazing meditation, absolutely free, and I want you to have it if you don't already. You can get that down below. Now let's get into how to instantly raise your vibration, because ultimately, we get what we are in life, and a lot of times what we are is what we are resonating outwards, what we are transmitting out, and that has everything to do with what vibration we are in, what energy, what frequency we are vibrating at. And so to be able to feel good now, keep our vibe in a high place, unless we are looking at something we need to look at, it's a bit heavy, but we don't want to fall into the sleeping awake or autopilot mode. We want to be able to consciously lift our vibe, raise our vibe as often as we can when we become aware to do so. So let's get into the first one, starting with number 3. And number 3 is probably the most simple one on this list, but it's simply to tune in. I mean, how often during the day do we remember just to take a moment to breathe in deeply and just tune into what we really are in this moment? A lot of times, many people will be going around hectically, rushing around, all up in their head, worrying and stressing. And if you just pause, just a great word is saying just pause and just feel yourself into the moment. Feel the air on your fingers. Feel just the feeling of the room, the smells you smell. Really get into your body, into the feeling, and be present and tune into what you are. And when you become silent for a second that way and you tune into the moment and you just slow things down, you will notice that your vibration raises, because you're letting go of the worry, you're letting go of whatever got you in your head and made you all frantic and rushed, which usually comes from a lack mentality. So you're removing that, and when you remove energetic anchors, guys, like worry and fear and rushing around, you naturally raise, because you have to understand you are a naturally high vibrational being. It's not that you aren't already high vibe, you are already naturally a high vibrational being. In fact, you are one with God, you are one with the universe. How much higher frequency could you possibly be? But our kind of worldly worries and fears and things tend to lower that vibration. And so when we can tune into what we truly are and connect to that by getting present in the moment, it allows our vibration to just easily and naturally rise. And you'll find as you do this that you feel so much better. It's amazing. It can be night and day. You could be completely in fear, snap out of it by remembering to do this, and come out of it a minute later going like, wow, that thing I was worrying about isn't really a big deal. Because now you're coming from a higher perspective. And from a higher perspective, a divine perspective, tuning into what you truly are, guess what? Whatever you were rushing to suddenly becomes not as important. Whatever you were stressing about suddenly becomes a nothing burger. It doesn't become that important, right? And so really tune in is one of the best things you can do when you find yourself in a lower vibration, you want to raise it. Just breathe and feel your way into the moment and then continue on from there. In fact, before we move on, put down in the comments if that resonates with you. I am tuning in to what I truly am and into my true co-creative powers. So put that down in the comments or something similar, just to really reiterate and reinforce this idea and align with it, if that is something that resonates with you. And we'll move on to number 2. Now, number 2 is powerful media. Now, again, all of these suggestions I want to be things that can instantly raise your vibration, or at least do it within like a minute. There are many other things I can give you, like meditation will help you raise your vibrational set point, which is basically your default vibration. There are other things like breathing practices. There are many different things, shadow work, that will raise your vibrational set point, and you should also do. But we're talking about in the moment, how to instantly raise it. And this is another one, which again, I just called powerful media. Are there certain videos that immediately put you in a higher state? Are there certain songs? Are there certain just pieces of media, certain things that we have, a mind movie, if you know Dr. Joe Dispenza's work, that can just put you in that state. I know there are certain songs that, boom, I'm right there. There's certain videos I could watch, like a short inspirational video, boom, I'm right in that higher vibe. You know, I could watch my mind movie and I'm coming away so high vibe after that. Find what these are for you. Maybe there's a video of mine that you watch it and just go like, oh my God, I feel so good, so connected right now. You know, have a playlist of those videos. Have a playlist of those songs, those things that can immediately raise your vibration. Because videos, music calibrate at certain vibrations, and they can, if you are receptive to them, put you on that same wavelength. And so have different ones. Have like a list of things you know you can go to. Again, one of my favorites are mind movies. I like to turn on a song and start singing along with it, which we'll get into in a minute. You know, there are many different things you can do to, you know, snap yourself out of your malaise in the moment and get back up to that place. I love listening to my mentors, for example, when I want to really feel in that energy. I'm going through a program that I'm actually becoming a trainer for, which I will be giving more details on this channel later. But I listen to the trainings all of the time because it's so high energy and highly calibrated consciously that I can't help but also be in that level of energy when I'm listening, consuming, and applying it. And so have those videos, whether it's some of mine, someone else on YouTube, or, you know, certain, you know, music, or just something you know every time you watch, you listen to, you consume, that it puts you in a high state instead of watching stuff that puts you in a low state, like news and gossip and things of that nature, right? So be conscious and deliberate with this, but music, media, powerful, divine, conscious media can do so much to lift your energy in the moment. In fact, guys, if that resonates with you as well, please hit that like button. That's what's going to get this video out to more people and hopefully help them raise that vibe. So please hit that like button if this resonates with you so far. If you're enjoying this video so far, I'm definitely enjoying creating it for you right now. And then we're going to move on to number one. Number one is one of the most underrated and underutilized, simplest, easiest ways to raise your vibration instantly, and it's movement. We forget about this. We forget that we are not designed, we are not meant to be sitting for long periods or not moving for long periods. We are beings that are meant to move our physical bodies, whether it's something like Qigong, whether it's something like doing yoga, whether it's going for a walk, a run, some kind of workout, but you don't even need to do it in that way. For example, you can sing, you can dance, you can jump around, you can spin around like when you were a kid and you make yourself dizzy. In fact, that sounds really fun, but moving around, moving this body, this divine, amazing body that you have will get your energy and state up because it's what it was intended to do. You know, I spend so much of my time on my feet now. I have a standing desk and I'll just be swaying when I'm doing things. I'll just break out into songs sometimes. I'll start dancing in place. You know, not very good dancing, you know, it's kind of flailing limbs type dancing, but I don't care. It feels amazing. And it's an amazing way to change your state. And everyone has something that involves movement that can raise their vibration. Dancing might not be your thing, although I would suggest trying to, you know, there's usually just, that's resistance. Everyone has in their DNA the ability to dance, as in get hooked into it. You might not be good, you might not be as coordinated, you might be almost as bad as me, which is very hard to be, by the way. So don't worry, I'm setting a low standard for skills in dancing so that you automatically are better. Don't worry about that. But everyone can connect to that. It's in our DNA. It's a tribal thing within us where we just love to sing and dance, and it will automatically tune you into a higher vibration. It's just like, it's like the universe wants us to succeed or something. It's like it gives us the tools for this to not be so difficult. Right? And so you can sing, you can dance, you can bounce on a rebounder, you can do a little workout, do some push-ups, whatever it is that resonates with you. Find some level of movement that you can do in the moment. Jog in place, you know, do some Qigong, do a Zen swing. Like you can, there's so many different things, but find the ones for you because movement is an incredible way to instantly raise your vibration, raise your frequency, get you out of your head. You're not going to be in your head when you're singing. You're not going to be in your head when you're dancing. You're not going to be in your head when you're doing cartwheels around your room or spinning around or doing a sport or doing a workout for the most part. If you preoccupy your body in doing what it naturally wants to do, you'll be too focused on that to get in your head. So movement is an amazing way to instantly raise your vibration. All right, everyone, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I'm a bit energized now doing all that movement. I might go sing right after this. Actually, I'm actually literally going to do that because I want to now that I brought it up. But use these to raise your vibration in the moment. Again, go out and work on your vibrational set point. You need to do that too. That's going to come through the shadow work. That's going to come through doing the meditations, doing the work that goes deeper to raise that set point to a higher level, but also in moments when you see yourself lowering, by being able to become conscious of that and then consciously raising it instantly through some of these methods, you will also be helping your set point be higher over time and making this a habit. And so whichever one resonates with you, work with that. If all of them resonate with you, see which one you're drawn to in the moment and don't even think about it, just go off and do it. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in to this video. I appreciate you so much. Let's get a dance party going. Come on, guys, let's get that energy up. Remember, you are loved, and I will see you in the next video.